This new Guild Wars 2 patch has a lot going on. A new PvP mode, balance patch, bugs, fixes, changes in terms of balance in the metas, and much more. So I'm gonna try and summarize all of it because it's pretty big. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support me. And let's get into it. So, you can see here, September 10th release notes. As you can see, there's a lot going on here. We're gonna go through all of it. Well, the most important part, because there's a lot of things that don't really matter. For example, we already know Lowland Shore and Janthir Syntri have an insane amount of bug fixes. The same thing goes for the story. Scaling system for the events in both of the maps as well. For example, the Bog Queen used to scale way too much, and now that is fixed. Well, apparently. And we have a lot of quality of life as well. So I'm just gonna go through the quality of life now and a bit more. So first thing, we got 2 new vendors here on Lion's Arch, on this spot, on Holygon's Root. One birthday vendor right here, and another one which is the bonus event vendor for any Fractal Rush or PvP Rush or whatever. You're gonna be able to go back to it and purchase things from the actual, what is the word? From the currencies that they used to have. So in case that, for example, you need the expedition backpack, like the cape, you can go get it right now from that. And actually I can. And there's other items that you can get, for example, for the Fractal Rush items right now. So apparently it's going to be updated, the more bonus events we have. But there you go. And we also have the birthday vendor right here. Specifically, this one already existed, but now it actually gives you spear skins. For example, I got this spear skin, the Luminous Partisan, that used to be a staff skin, but now you can actually use it on a spear. The same thing goes for Dragon Dagged Spear. If you have the staff version, you will be able to purchase this as well. So this is actually very nice to have some retroactive spears appearing. there's a lot of sets that could actually do this. They could actually do this with, specifically Black Lion weapon sets, and I would be very happy if they start retroactively giving us more spears, but we'll definitely have to see. Also, the Warclaw got a lot of fixes. First of all, the 3 thing that you press 3 and it starts flashing forever, it's fixed. But apparently also now the 4 is bugged. This is Echo that actually showed me this. Apparently now the 4 is just flashing forever. So you know, you fix one, and the other one gets memed. Also, the 2 will have a bit of a delay now, so it doesn't kind of, because I feel like whenever I was using Sniff while I was trying to get our chests, I always feel like it would like lag a little bit, and they give a little bit more cooldown to it, so that doesn't happen, which is honestly good. Now it feels way I don't know if it's faster, but way better to use. I just don't feel like I'm having to spam it because it's kind of bugging out. So honestly, Warclaw really having some good fixes. I really like it. Another thing that is very random is that we're getting, and this is actually very crazy, a new report button. As you can see here, I'm not gonna report this for Daladin guy, but if you go to report, let's say that this guy was botting or something, you can go botting and you can type here, this guy was botting, and explain to ArenaNet what this actual person was doing. This is actually super good, and I'm kind of surprised that this wasn't the case beforehand. Like, this is a huge power spike in terms of our ways of finding people that are, malicious in the game and being able to report them, and I'm really happy about that. It's kind of insane that this wasn't here before, but thankfully we have it right now. And we also have some Homestead fixes. First of all, they fixed the glyph. Before in Homesteads, you will not be able to use your glyphs on your automatic harvesting tool correctly. They would grant fewer bonuses than expected, and now this is fixed. They also fixed a few of the mastery achievements, giving you not the correct tiers. They fixed it, so now you can actually put a keybind for your homestead, for your conjured doorway that is specific to the doorway, which is very good. Because for example, I had scan for rift on this keybind, and now I'm gonna be able to have the rift and also the conjured doorway as well to get into my homestead at all times, which is very good. And they also fixed one thing that apparently I didn't know you could do this, but apparently you could go into someone else's homestead, craft things with their materials, and they would go to you. which is an insane bug, and I'm happy that they did fix it. I don't know if a lot of people knew this, so that's good. And also make some decorating quality of life to make it a bit easier to target stuff. Now, they also got a few event changes. We got Convergence, Umbral Boss nerfed, not only in terms of damage for the Umbral Rending Storm, which are the little axes that he throws, but also reduced Umbral's maximum health. I did this already with my stream, and we were able to kill it in the second one, but we're really... you know, it's still difficult. It's still difficult. That being said, it's way easier for sure. We did not had the best damage people there. We were not doing the biggest DPS. We were feeding to the mechanics a lot as well, and we were still able to get very close to killing it the first time. And the second one, even though we also made a lot of mistakes, we actually did kill it. We were 10 seconds away from actual gold as well. So honestly, I think it's good. I think it's good. I think Umbral was a bit too hard, and honestly, the thing that should be hard on Umbral should be getting gold. Getting just the kill shouldn't be too difficult. So I'm glad that this is... I don't know if it needs more. I think it's okay this way. I'll definitely have to play more with it to actually have the a good opinion. But honestly, the biggest problem with Umbral is the fact that there's so much stuff going on. So there you go. We also got a change to Eparch. Actually, I think it's at the start. There's a lot of things. I'm just gonna tell you. They made the CC bar and the health of Eparch, the boss in Inerneos, at the end of Inerneos, smaller, which is actually very cool. I actually did it myself. Here I did it today, and it did feel better. It did feel better. I think we did it in like 13 minutes, the actual boss fight, which usually would take like 15, 16, and I'm guessing we didn't have the best DPS anyways. It was a pug, so I'm gonna try it out with my meta team and see if we can actually make it faster than this. That being said, the CC bar was not enough. We tried to CC and break the bar, and it was, even with the buff, even with Warclaw and spamming EMPs and everything, it was just, we couldn't do it. So I think they probably should nerf that a bit more. And honestly, still 14 minutes for a boss, it's a lot. So I would not be sad if they nerf Eparch even further. What else do we have? Oh, we also got lowland expertise on every character instead of only the account. If you guys don't know, if you do a one specific heart, you'll get a buff that gives you experience and magic find. And this event, this buff was only available for one character in your account. Now you can do this every day. Of course, you will have to actually unlock the heart. I'm just gonna do it right here, and you're gonna see that you can buy it in every one of your characters. Now you will have to do your heart in every one of your characters to get it, but there you go. You can just, it lasts for 24 hours, so not bad. It's not bad at all. Also, the ring, the Wad Run ring, got changed, so now you can actually select any of the attributes, which is super good. Before, it just give you a horrible attribute, and now you can get it this way. You can just get a good ring with anything you need, vipers or whatever, just by doing chests and doing events in Janthir Wilds, which is super good. Other rings from the same expansion also have been changed like this, so all the rings that you get from it, you will be able to start select. The same goes for the trinkets in War vs. World that you get from skirmish tickets. Will also be able to get every attribute, which is very nice, and they're ascended, so very cool. Some other quality of life: Sigil of Demon Slaying, you would get it randomly from killing demons, and now if you have the recipe, you will not drop it more, and you will not have to delete it at all times, which is very good. Look at this. You can now pet the little Warclaws, and they got a little animation. Look at that. Oh, look how happy he is. Oh, that's so cute. I'm very happy. I'm very happy that they actually did this. Honestly, the most important part of this entire patch, I think, guys. I think everyone would agree with this. Okay, what's next? We also have, all right, the summon race got nerfed in here, right here. And now you actually you'll have your dash way more. The vigor will replenish further, and also, and I think the cooldown also will go down, and you will have more time to make gold in here to get here and get the mastery. So honestly, I'm kind of sad they actually nerfed this. I think it was kind of nice to have this very hard race that you had to get better at to actually get it. But I think the biggest problem with it was the fact that the cannons were kind of bugged. The cannons that launch you throw, sometimes they would bug out and not launch you. They did apparently fix this in the patch as well, but I think that would be enough. I think that would have been enough, so it doesn't feel frustrating to try over and over again because you got unlucky with the cannon, right? Also, dialogues in terms of events are less frequent in certain spots. Certain events will not trigger the dialogue boxes and the sound in the comms as much, which is very, very good because holy, it was very annoying to just walk around and have multiple people talking to you even if you're doing the story. So they need to do more with that. I think they only did a few events, but they really need to do that way more. And honestly, they also need to give us an option for the comms to be disabled or muted, because sometimes you just want to play the game and we know about the events. Okay, relax. I've heard them before. I don't have to hear it again. And sometimes you want to listen to the dialogue of certain other things, from like the story or whatever, and not the events. So the comms really should be a different option. What else did we get on Janthir Syntri? There we go. In Janthir Syntri, we got a few bug fixes for fishing holes and gathering nodes. Apparently, they were spawning outside of the map, which is very interesting. I did not know this. And also, they fixed a lot of events, more frequency of the events in certain spots, in certain ones. And also, in Festering Basin, more events will be rewarding renown tokens. Now, I think the heart should probably be bigger too. Right now, it's just like this little spot right here and nothing else. It probably should do this entire thing. Honestly, I would not be sad if this heart is this entire zone, honestly. But this is not the case right now, and at least we're getting more renowned tokens from events around here. So that's nice. That will make this heart way easier to do. And at this point, maybe this will be the only one that is very annoying. Or maybe what you're gonna end up doing is just going to the Festering Basin and doing a lot of events here and then use those tokens to do this one and this one. Maybe that's gonna be the play. I'll definitely go in and try it out. Now, another thing they fixed was it was a very interesting bug that you could use your Warclaw in raids. So you could just use it to do an insane amount of CC in places that you probably shouldn't. Let me just see if I find any moments where I actually do this. But it's it was very good. It was kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty fun to do it, but it was too overpowered. I think it was okay in terms of like CC. It was kind of nice, but you could ignore a lot of mechanics from just getting into your Warclaw, tank it, and then just keep going, which is definitely not good. You couldn't do the walls on Soul Horror though. I did try that and I died, so there you go. There's also another change. I'm just gonna go there and show you. The hero weapons that you would usually use to transform into corrupted hero weapons, a new type of set of weapons that we got a few months back, will be able to be purchased if you already have the skin as an item here from just a few badges of honor in order to craft the weapons. Because before, what you had to do in order to get the corrupted weapons, you would have to get this actual item and then transform it into a corrupted hero weapon. But if you already unlocked it and deleted it, you would not be able to do this. So having this, so now the skins, if you have the skin, you can just buy it for a few badges of honor and then use this to actually craft the weapon, which honestly do look pretty nice. I think that's awesome. I think that's absolutely great. Do I have one? Let me just check. I think I do have one. Corrupted hero racer. There you go. Look at this set. I mean, it looks beautiful, right? Look at that. It looks very cool. Very, very voidy, very Cthulhu. Very, very nice. So there you go. Another thing they did is, and this is awesome, they made it so the feasts actually give you a nourishment tooltip. So if you hover or you click on any of these feasts, it'll tell you this nourishment buff and you'll be able to see what it actually is about. Because honestly, personally, I would never know which platters were from each of the buffs, and now I can just click on it, not have to press F on it and remove the buff I had before, and just check before I take it, which is honestly very, very useful. Very, very good. A lot of very cool stuff. Also, we're getting pushed today, and happened. I'm kind of sad that it happened only not in the actual patch. You'll have to wait a little bit, so that's a bit sad, but it's gonna happen, and I'm sure it'll be very fun. You also have a new champion of champion titles. Push beta tester for participating in the new push mode, and also an object in motion if you get 250, top 250 on the new push mode, which is actually pretty cool. I think it's pretty nice to incentivize people to do the mode. Oh, that is also true for Warriors World. We also got the what armor skins from the actual skirmish merchant. You can see here if you go to the bottom, ascended exotic armor, I guess. Yeah, and you can see that you can buy a 1 wood X box for 150 badges of honor and 200 members of battle, so around 40-ish gold. Now, members of battle will probably start going up in price, which will make Warriors World way more profitable. But, you know, personally, I'm not really gonna buy this. I'm just gonna do the reward tracks slowly. I don't want to waste my gold. I don't want to, there's no point. And, but if you want to, you can skip it doing this and just get all of your sets from this very, very easily. What else did we get? We got some changes to ballistas, buffing them a little bit. The Warclaw chain pull also does a bit more damage. This is the one that you can use to delete walls and doors with your Warclaw that uses resources, and also decrease the chain pull cooldown to 1 second instead of 2, I think it was. We also got some balance changes. Most of them are honestly bug fixes from relics, from Thief, for example, when they fixed an issue that could prevent Shattering Assault from stopping your auto attacks when it applied stealth to the player, therefore on making your stealth. So this is a very good quality of life for Thief, although they probably need more, but it's a good start. They also made some changes to Engineer Rolling Skies. For some reason, this did not do damage to down targets, which is probably very bad in PP and Warriors World. Now it does. Amplifying Slice for some reason was evading, which it shouldn't have been, and now Devastator, the 5, does evade, which you can use for, you know, in PvP to dodge certain attacks, or probably in PvE as well, in order to keep the rotation but not get hit by something. Guardian also got some changes in terms of bug fixes and quality of life. Things are easier to see, as you can see here as you're the enemy player. You're gonna see the red warning signs rings instead of orange. On Solar Storm, you're gonna, for some reason, Symbol of Illuminance, the audio would not play randomly, and Heli Rush sometimes would bug out and not give you the illuminated effect. Now it does. Mesmer, Phantasmal Lancer, and Echo of Memory would not give you phantasms when evading an enemy. Now they do. Revenant got nerfed, of course, because they were doing an insane amount of damage, 50+K. So yeah, that makes sense. They also updated some skill facts to be accurate in PvP and Warriors World. I'm guessing that's one of the reasons why it was also doing so much damage in there as well. So very, very good. And Warrior also got nerfed in PvP and War vs. World. Because honestly, well, mainly in PvP, Staff and Spear were absolutely destroying the game. It was way too good. Not only did an insane amount of damage, but also Staff healed you a lot. So you would never die and do an insane amount of damage. And also, Spear Martial Support was insanely hard to... This is the 4, I guess. This is the 4 that you press, and then a lot of spears come closing to you and then start chasing you to attack you. This was very hard to evade, but now the skill would perform an initial attack. If this attack does not land, the rest of the attack won't happen, so it's gonna be way easier to dodge. And even if you don't dodge this one, you're gonna be able to dodge the other one. So it's gonna have 2 instances of being able to evade this. Of course, also they nerfed the damage coefficient, and Spear Swipe skill is no longer unblockable. Yeah, that's pretty good. Increase the cooldown from 20 to 25 seconds, and reduce the cooldown refund on a successful evasion from 6 to 2 seconds. Defiant Stance in BP, 4 to 3 seconds duration instead of the... Yeah, well, there you go. It was more, and now it's not. And Hide and Focus also was bugged, and it would not work on Spear Burst skills. This is the one that give you, like... I was gonna read it right here, guys. There you go. Hide and Focus. Gain quickness and recharge your burst skills when you strike a foe that is below the health threshold. Right? This would not work with Spear. Now it does, which is honestly very good. It's kind of a weird bug. Maybe I don't think anyone's gonna use this in PvE, but I'm guessing maybe in PvP someone will bring this. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? I don't think you run Discipline is the problem with PvP. So, oh, actually no, I am running Discipline. Would you do this instead of Burst Mastery? Maybe you do. We're gonna try it out for sure. But there you go. That is all the changes. That is all the things that we have gotten. A lot of changes, a lot of new things, and overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, one little thing that I forgot. Yes, the spear that you get from the Wizard's Vault. Before, it would not give you any what's the word? They wouldn't let you select the stats on them, as well as the gauntlets. Now it does, which is very, very good. Of course, working with the ring changes as well. But overall, pretty good patch. A lot of things going on. A lot of PvP content is pretty nice. Fractal Rush is it's okay, but I'm very excited with the PvP new meta, new mode. I'm gonna try it out very soon. So overall, yeah, pretty good patch. I'm happy with it, and yeah, I'll talk more about everything that this implies later on. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support me. Go to my Twitch to watch me live. See you guys around. Love you all. Bye bye.